welcome back to the channel. Today we got another Wednesday nighter. This time a little bit more rain. Rained a lot the first couple hours and then it kind of just was cloudy the rest of the time, but see how I did. I thought that was the one. Definitely paper. So overall, pretty decent night. Got some bites. Just couldn't, once again, just can't find the one as of late, about last month. Just been having real issues finding fish over 3 pounds, but that's what happens. So show you a few new combos. First rod, going to show you, I'm going to talk about more on next Sunday's video. It's one of the rods I picked up from a local guy on the old Facebook Marketplace, Dobbins community page to be exact. But I picked up the Dobbins Extreme 703. You know, I have a 745, love it to death. Got this on a killer deal. Couldn't pass it up, so I picked it up. And then I put my Stratic on there, 3000. This has 20 pound Sulfex 832 high vis fluoro and to a 12 pound Sunline Sniper fluorocarbon. I was throwing a wacky rig that day. And then I think I was just doing a green pumpkin Senko, I think. No, it's I don't remember what it's called, but it's like black and red and a bunch of flake in it. But it got me one little one, but it's the only one I call it a wacky rig that day. Next one is the best, the Frog. Dobbins Champion 735, really good frog rod, love it to death. Been wanting to get a 736, but haven't bit the bullet yet. But still got that Tranx 150, really love this Tranx a lot. I don't know why I've just never bought a Tranx for frogging. Yeah, still trying out this Spirewire Odura braid. It's 50 pounds. The only thing I have to say against it is it comes off the spool so easy compared to 65. So I've been backlashing a little bit more. Still haven't tuned the Tranx yet to throw 50. I never realized how big of a change that is to go from 65 pound braid main guy to 50. But show you the Frog. Been throwing this for a little bit lately. Unless you've been living on a rock. The only reason I bought this is because Jordan Lee did that domination down in Florida on the Berkeley Swamp Lord. So he did his thing. He went out and caught fish on it and made my ass go buy a frog. So overall, it's not a bad frog. I like how wide it is. I've kind of been more of a wide frog guy. Your hookup ratio is a little bit less than a thinner frog. But I think sometimes it walks a little bit better. Because I can make this thing literally just go almost to a dead stop real easy. But there is times, because it is a little bit wider, that it's not as easy to walk. Sometimes I'll pull it almost a whole foot before it starts walking. So there's definitely pros and cons to throwing a wider frog. I think it's like 2.5 inches long. And it's 5/8, so good size, good weight. Skips all right. It's still not as good as the Scum Frog Launch Series. Still the best skipping frog on the planet, but does really well. Berkeley hooks are awesome. And I think that's called Bone or something, just like an off-white. I want to try something a little bit different still. Next is that rod you saw this past Sunday. This is actually the first day I went out with it, but it's the Dobbins Fury 705. This rod and all the other rods I picked up a day before last Wednesday's video. Last Wednesday when I fished, so I had to try them out. But still, like I said from last video, overall I like this rod. I still think I prefer the 734, but the 705 is a really nice rod. I'm going to try throwing some jerk baits on this in the fall. I got a Shimano Bantam 6-speed on there with 16-pound fluoro. And I don't remember which crankbait I was throwing that day. I think I was throwing that Spro Baby John 50. It's like a shallow crankbait. I think it's like 3/8, only dives like 2 foot. It's a little bit wider, short bill. Been throwing it. Does okay. But I mainly bought it because of depth. And my official first day throwing this Dobbins Maverick 734 with the buzzbait was this day before last Sunday's video. They ate the buzzbait pretty decent. Just depends on which fish. Some fish were really eating it. Some fish were just slapping at it. Overall, still really digging these Spro buzzbaits. I do wish the skirt was a little bit more, but I understand. I'm gonna try to figure out a different trailer. I'm not loving this trailer, so let me know some recommendations down in the description, in the comment section. But overall, really digging this Dobbins Maverick 734 I picked up with that Lose LFS 30-pound Suffix 832, and that Spro buzzbait a 3/8. So that's it. Like I said, overall, had an okay night. I think big bass was almost 6 pounds, so they were chewing. Just couldn't find the big one. The biggest one was on the frog. I think it was a little over 2 pounds probably. It was a decent little chunker little one. But overall, still really fun. Of course, tonight it rained, so no video next Wednesday. But stay tuned to this come up Sunday. I'm going to do a review of all the new rods I picked up and some reels. And I'm going to do kind of a mid-year update on the channel, how I did so far this year. A lot of positive things to talk about and a few cons. But overall, good year so far. About to be on my first full season of doing YouTube since August 25th. So we're getting really close. We're over a month away. So appreciate all the love and everything so far. But if you'd like to support the businesses that support me, all their contact information will be in my description. But until then, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.